Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is one of my favorite days of the year. I get to meet some famous people, and those famous people have opened the doors so that generations to come will have a lot more famous people, famous women. And Dr. Jemison, I've got to tell you, I'm a little intimidated by you. I was part of the rocket boy generation when Sputnik went up and we found out we were way behind, and so to meet an astronaut is particularly a pleasure. I've of course gotten to see Mrs. King and our famous swimmer here as they performed, and that's always exciting. I do come from Wyoming, which was the first state to allow women to vote, and they did that while we were still a territory. They were hoping to increase the number of voters so that we could become a state. But when we applied, now there's more to the story, though. So when we did apply for statehood, they said, well, you can be a state as long as you will take away that right for women to vote and own property. And to the credit of that all-male legislative body, they said, we'd rather not be a state. And they waited a while for statehood then, but when it happened, we had the first women judge, first women governor, first women councilman, first women's most everything, including the first woman to own a bank. So I'm pleased that with Title IX, and feel that that fits in with the Wyoming tradition. I think it's one of the most important civil rights laws, and it's an example of what Congress can do when we work together to do what's right. We need only look at the statistics to see the profound impact Title IX has had on opening opportunities for women over the past 40 years. In 1975, degree attainment by men far exceeded that of women. However, women now exceed men in both undergraduate and graduate degree attainment. According to the Department of Education, women today earn nearly 60% of the bachelor's degrees and more than half of the doctoral degrees. Any discussion of Title IX is not complete without acknowledging the role it's had in opening opportunities for women in athletics. As Senator Murray has pointed out before, only 295,000 girls participated in high school sports in 1972 compared to 3.67 million boys. That was just 7 4/10% of all high school athletes. Since then, participation in women's sports have grown exponentially. Today, 3 2/10 million girls participate in high school sports compared to 4 5/10 million boys. Despite this progress, we cannot afford to be complacent. America's economy is at a crossroads, and we need to graduate more engineers, scientists, and mathematicians if we are to continue to be the world's technological leader. This is where I see the greatest possibilities for young women. Right now, women continue to receive far fewer jobs in STEM-related fields. We need to do more to achieve progress in that area. Our witnesses today are 4 extraordinary individuals who've had remarkable achievements throughout their careers. Each of these women represent exactly what Congress set out to achieve when it passed Title IX. That is, to make sure that women and girls have the same opportunities to succeed that men have enjoyed for decades. And these 4 women not only made sure that they took advantage of those opportunities, they became leaders and role models, encouraging other young women to live up to their potential. I look forward to hearing from each of you and discussing how we can continue to encourage even greater achievements from future generations of women. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.